Okay, Andrew, maybe you can start by just telling me a little bit about how the Cascadia Playbook's latest version has changed based on time and what that means for Oregonians.
You bet. So in 2016 we did the Cascadia Rising exercise, and that was really our first opportunity to test drive the previous iterations of the playbook. One of the big takeaways from that playbook and that exercise was the realization that we needed a little bit more definitive timelines around all the tasks and goals and objectives that were outlined in the playbook. There are a lot of important tasks and critical tasks, but we recognized during that exercise that we're probably not going to have all the resources that we have on a blue sky day that we'll have to respond to a Cascadia quake and tsunami. So we wanted to make sure that what little resources we were going to have access to, especially during the first 2 weeks after that disaster, we're doing really important things to save or sustain lives and to obtain or maintain situational awareness.
What are some of the first things that would be priorities during the first few hours, first day of an incident?
Sure. So the first really 12 to 24 hours is going to be focused on kind of getting our bearings and finding out what has occurred, the extent of what's occurred, and what resources we have immediately available to us. The first thing that I'm going to do after the ground stops shaking is make notifications, notify our leadership chain, get in touch with the governor's office, make sure that the governor is available to make decisions that are going to impact the response and recovery, begin the process to request federal assistance through a disaster declaration request up to the president, and see what we have immediately available to us. It's not unlike what individuals would be doing immediately after being impacted by a disaster. Doing a quick size up of your surroundings. Are you okay? Are you injured? Is the building you're in still standing and able to be occupied? So those are really the first things that we're going to be doing, getting a lay of the land and the landscape, how it has impacted us immediately, and then from there start implementing the rest of the objectives in the playbook.